Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Captain Van Geldering of your KLM flight to London speaking. We are approaching our cruising height of 20,000 feet. In a few minutes, we will pass the Hook for Holland. We shall be landing at Heathrow in 40 minutes. I hope you will enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Happy?
Now I've actually got you on the plane, yes.
Under false pretenses? Oh, I read the brochure. It didn't say weekend holiday. It said shopping weekend.
Please, the stewardess, please call her. I have a premonition. It is the end.
Miss!
It is the end. It is the end.
Is there something wrong?
He is waiting.
Who is?
I'll bring some water.
Who's waiting? Someone in London?
I see death. Two will die. Will die.
Which two?
Oh, I do beg your pardon. Please forgive me. I must have intruded upon you. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Sir.
Thank you. Now! It is now! Fiat voluntas tua! Fiat voluntas tua!
Mi scusi, signorina, voglio passare. Grazie. Grazie. Scusa. Oh! 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 Madonna mia!
Oh. There we go.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
Scusi, signorina,
You're welcome.
voglio passare. Grazie.
Is he okay?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Oh, okay, Mama, okay.
Grazie tanto. Grazie. Voglio andare al mio posto. Mi lascia passare. Voglio andare al mio posto. Io voglio andare al mio posto. Grazie.
That noise really is barbaric.
I don't know. It's quite a freedom sound to me. You don't get many jumbos flying over Dartmoor, I tell you.
It's all behind you now, Johnny boy. You're free. And soon you'll be vindicated.
Yeah, so you keep telling me, love.
Have faith. Sartorius is the best. We're very lucky to have got him.
I must have been out of my tree to get involved in all this cobblers.
How many more times? He's not a charlatan. He's a proper clairvoyant with a proven record. He's helped all sorts of people in Holland, even the police.
Oh, Oh, that makes all the difference in the world, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the aircraft has come to a stop, would you please remain seated?
Good luck.
I could use some.
So could I.
Speaking of someone who's just done a 7 stretch on a moody murder charge, I'd say you've already had more than your fair share.
Everything's relative, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Nice flat in Chelsea, sports car, making what, 10 grand a year? Oh, yeah. That's very relative to being banged up for 7 years for something you didn't do, isn't it? Eh?
You're forgetting the broken marriage. The child who hates me.
Now talk to me about broken marriages, love. Should that diddle old Dutchman be here by now?
Plane must be late. Finch said he'd bring him here straight away.
That Finch has got to be conning you, Millie. Look, he was one of the old bill that does me for topping Eddie, right? And now, according to you, he's tear-arsing about all over the place trying to prove I'm innocent? Leave it out.
Johnny, just because you're obsessed with Eddie's murder, it doesn't mean Finch is. I mean, to a detective, a murder is a murder is a murder.
What do you know about the filth? All you're interested in is whether they're Scorpios or Capricorns.
Rubbish. It's obvious. Finch left the force with big ideas about being a private eye. Didn't work out. He needs bread, so he comes sniffing around us.
If you'll let everybody go. Wait until you do. Sit down.
You may alight now, please. The ground staff will show you where to go.
Well, don't do it again.
Yes, sir.
Ah. All right, thank you.
The late Joseph Sartorius.
Born Maastricht, October 23. Occupation 7?
That means a wise man.
Well, he wasn't very wise to land up here on a Saturday morning. What time did Chelsea kick off?
3 o'clock.
I don't know why I bought that bloody season ticket.
Oh, look up, old man. Dutchman, Dutch airplane.
It hadn't escaped my mind.
But did he snuff it in UK airs?
I'll soon find out.
I'll see you, Steve. Don't work too hard.
Uh-huh. Pilot first. Captain.
The old strawberry, is it, Doc?
What is that, Sergeant?
His heart, I mean.
Well, or a blood vessel pot. Oh, do you see that? Pink there.
That dirty old Dutchman.
I don't think it had any romantic origins, Sergeant.
Oh, pity. I thought we were off on our first vampire hunt.
Now, don't sharpen any stakes till after the post-mortem.
Pardon?
We were just there when the stewardess called me.
Oh, still in Netherlands airspace?
Oh, yes. About 10 minutes out of Schiphol.
You didn't feel justified in returning, I suppose. He sat in the same seat all through the flight?
Well, he was only alive for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, of course, I understand. And you didn't think he was seriously ill?
No. No, you see, he seemed to drop off to sleep after I went to get some water for him. He never woke.
Well, not even when you fell on him?
No. No, he didn't.
Commissaris Vanderbilt.
Yes?
I'm Detective Inspector James.
Oh, my wife?
Madam, I'm terribly sorry about this delay. Now, this won't take a moment. Would you care to sit down?
We were there.
What, next to the dead man?
Well, across the aisle, yes.
And do you know what happened to him?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the doctor now.
He seemed to be very distressed.
He was sort of delirious.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, he was mumbling about dying. That was before the hostess fell over him.
Lasting a long night of coronaries, I suppose. He looks overweight.
Yes, perhaps. May I?
Yeah.
Thanks. Sartorius.
You know him?
Oh, was very well known in our country.
As a clairvoyant.
Oh, you know, fortune teller.
Here's Finch. On his own.
He's dead.
What?
Died on the plane.
What do you mean?
Dunno. The plane got down all right, but the passengers didn't come through. I conned one of the receptionists. You know, what happened to my sick mother-in-law.
And?
Seems he just keeled over. About 10 minutes out.
You're with the Amsterdam police, I take it, sir?
Yes, that's right. Criminal Brigade.
And we are on holiday.
Yes, I appreciate that, madam. It's just, well, Sartorius was a Dutch national. He died on a Netherlands aircraft flying over Holland. If it's merely a matter of routine, I wondered if your husband might be able to spare. Ah, here's the doctor now.
Now, I've had a look at the body and,
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Pritchett. This is Commissaris Vanderbilt, Amsterdam Police. And Mrs. Vanderbilt.
Commissioner, madam. Now, I've had a look
Oh, and Detective Sergeant Lloyd. Yes, Doctor.
Well, I can't sign the death certificate.
Why not?
Not enough to go on. I've arranged for a post-mortem at Uxbridge this afternoon. Commissioner, madam.
This has got to be down to Eddie.
Eddie's where you put him 8 years ago.
If you're so sure of that, what are you hanging around here for?
Because I need the money.
Well, it's a good job you're not looking at me to pay you, isn't it?
Shut him, Johnny. Get me a drink, hmm?
Yeah, with respect, sir, I think it best if his own people brief him. I mean, he is on holiday. OK, sir. Will do. Tap. Tap.
Sir.
Get that Dutchman back in here.
Right, Governor.
There you are.
Is this the best you can do, Doc?
Well, as I said, there's not a great deal to go on. Oh, you'll see there's a mark on his neck I'm a bit worried about. Right, now.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Oh, my apologies, but I've got to be at Old Deer Park before 1 o'clock. Playing London Scottish today. Oh, good luck with the post-mortem.
I'm terribly sorry about the delay, sir. Evidently, your embassy wants a word with you.
Who's going to tell my wife, you or me?
Oh.
Look, he always made precise notes about everything. They must be on him or in his luggage.
Then the police will have them.
Oh, great.
Any notes on this case are ours. The paper paid for them in advance.
Well, then the local Nick will hand them over, I suppose.
Yeah, but when?
I think it's about time you tried those special police contacts you're always going on about.
Right, sir. 50% of all expenses, yes. I see. And when will someone be over? On Monday? Ah. Yes, very good, sir. Goodbye. Sorry. What could I do? I mean, they'll make us stay here anyway. We're witnesses.
Why don't you take over Scotland Yard completely while you're at it?
Oh, really? The whole thing will be over in 2 hours.
Not with you around, it won't.
I've said yes now.
Now, I said yes a long time ago, and look what a mistake that was.
What?
Well, I suppose I'd better do something about the luggage.
Everything okay, sir?
Oh, absolutely marvellous. Yes, thank you very much, Inspector.
Oh, that's nice. We've reserved a suite for Mrs. van der Valk and yourself at the Heathrow Hotel, sir. Near at hand, as it were.
Oh, yes.
Now, you should have one of our liaison officers with you, from the yard, sir. I see a senior man, comparable in rank to yourself, but...
But it's the weekend.
They hope to get hold of someone tomorrow. Notice was a bit short. In the meantime, Taffer. Sergeant Lloyd.
Sergeant?
The sergeant will take your wife and yourself to the hotel to check in, sir. I'll get you a desk and a phone.
Did he have anything on him indicating where he was going? Sartorius.
Oh, no, just a passport, ticket and some money.
Luggage?
Ah. Well.
I distinctly recall he had a briefcase with him. See if you can find that for me before you rush off.
Sir, I shan't be a moment.
Yeah, right there.
2C.
Right.
Did you leave your seat during the flight, Mr. Garvin?
I went to the toilet.
Did you notice the dead man at that time, sir?
I sure did. The stewardess fell right on top of him. I had to haul her off. Did you see? It was this crazy nun. She came barreling through like a hole on a hayride.
Look, did the man say anything when the stewardess fell on him?
Well, if he did, I didn't hear. I thought he was asleep. The girl said he was okay.
And you'll be at this address for how long, Mr. Garvin?
A week, then I go home.
Oh, thank you. I hope we won't need to bother you again.
Say, I'm sorry about that guy, you know. What exactly happened?
Well, we can't be sure yet, but thank you for your help.
Well, thank you. Boy, oh boy. Tragic.
I'm afraid you'll have
Sorry, I'm late. Ah, yeah.
Oh, Madonna mia, ma cosa ha fatto? Io non capisco
You do speak Spanish?
cosa fa-
No, I don't. Incidentally, that's not Spanish. It's Italian. I don't speak that either. See you in the shed.
Non capisco, voleva andarmi a posto, è solo a mio posto. Non capisco.
No comprendi.
Voleva andarmi a posto.
Just the place for a romantic weekend, eh, Sergeant?
Oh, I don't know, sir. We always stay with the wife's sister. Dimbich or Pascot.
Ah, yes.
Dear Finch as ever was.
Hello, you scruffy old sod. Still making a crust?
Well, why not, isn't it? Oh, this is a former colleague, sir, Dave Finch.
Taylor, Sartorius.
Sartorius?
Beg your pardon, madam. I thought you said van der Valk.
Yes, I did.
Yes. Was it a telephone booking?
It was all done at very short notice, yes.
Ah, yes. Here we are.
Commissioner van der Valk from Holland.
Commissaris, actually. It's a sort of superintendent. Nice to meet you, Mr.
How do you do?
Oh, excuse me.
That's his missus. Bit of all right, eh?
I noticed she didn't want to be seen with you.
And how's the Sam Spade of Streatham, then?
Getting by?
You know, Sartorius was booked in here.
He happened to be on the plane with Mum, so the poor bastard got lumbered.
I do hope you have an enjoyable stay.
Will Commissaris van der Valk please go to the nearest telephone?
Commissaris van der Valk to the nearest telephone.
Listen, you're just the bloke I've been looking for.
Thank you. Yes? Yes, Mr. James.
We found the case, sir, in a gent's toilet. The locks have been tampered with. And there's absolutely nothing in it.
Now, look, Mr. Finch, I'm investigating a murder. You, as I understand it, are an ex-police officer, still receiving a pension. Now, I don't think it's in either of our best interests for you to obstruct my inquiries.
I'm not obstructing you.
You told me who your client is. Why don't you tell me where she is?
She's in the other bar with Palmer.
Please go to the reception desk where there's an urgent phone.
Mrs. van der Valk?
Yes.
Well, I'm Samantha O'Rourke. Scotland Yard thought you might like me to take you up to town. See the shops. Have lunch, maybe.
That is kind. I'd like to very much.
Right. The car's outside.
Oh, could you just give me 5 minutes while I get one or two things together?
Fine. I'll wait here.
Right.
What did you expect these notes to say?
It's none of your bloody business.
Right now, murder is my business, Mr. Palmer.
It used to be his.
Oh, shut up. It was Eddie. If that Dutch geezer was chopped, Eddie did it, right?
Were these papers in Dutch?
No, I particularly asked Sartorius to provide copies in English.
Does he claim that Johnny here was innocent?
Well, I commissioned Sartorius on behalf of my paper to divine what he could about Eddie Palmer's death.
And?
I spoke to him on the phone last night. He said he had something important to tell me.
Good news?
Well, it's all in his notes, evidently. So if you've found them on him or in his luggage...
There's nothing on him, nor in his luggage. The case was broken into.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
That's all right.
You don't know where my husband is, I suppose?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, perhaps I'd better just leave a note for him. I won't be a minute.
Okay.
Or you can reach me through my paper.
Fine, I'll be in touch. Thanks for all your help. Bye. Another one?
Water. The thing I don't understand is why Finch is mixed up with them. He was on the squad that nicked Johnny.
Oh, really? Same again, please.
Could you give this to my husband, please? I have to go out. It's room 3026.
Certainly, madam.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any mail from me, Sartorius? Just one moment, sir.
Yes, there is one. Thank you. Excuse me.
Oh, I do apologize for keeping you waiting.
That's all right.
Have you seen my husband?
I think he went into the bar, madam.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'll be a little longer.
Okay.
Miss Susan Johnson awaiting passenger on Air India flight AI-476.
The Palmers were all villains, from the 80-year-old grandma down to the youngest babe in arms. But close, you know. A sort of Cutfoot Cosa Nostra. Poor Johnny was never much cop. Sociologically speaking, a sort of unskilled criminal operative. But as long as he did as he was told, well, he would be looked after. Old Grandma Queedy, the Witch of Endor, was the family's personnel manager. And she saw to it that Johnny would be okay. See, she put him to working for his cousin, Eddie.
Lately deceased?
Oh, very lately, according to their lordships, the Queen's justices. Now, Eddie was a horse of a different colour. Oh, pathologically evil, that lad. Protection, prostitution, pornography. The only nice thing about his record was the alliteration it contained. Johnny, the mug, was Eddie's alibi in a bank raid. Off goes Johnny to do 18 months porridge, imprisonment, that is, for his cousin. And off goes Eddie scot-free. And not only that, Eddie starts playing around with Johnny's Mrs. Maisie just before Johnny is due out. Well, Maisie wasn't much. Brass, really. I mean, she started off stripping at one of their sore joints, but the happy cuckold goes bananas when he's released. Storms into Eddie's spieler with a gun, and poor Eddie has never been seen again.
No body?
Oh, a strong motive, though. I mean, Johnny is crazy about Maisie, and there was a lot of circumstantial. Hair and blood in Johnny's car, one of Eddie's shoes in the garage, a revolver in the attic with 2 rounds fired. Well, 2 shots were heard in the club, you see.
Any witnesses?
Oh, yeah, a waiter. Supposed to have helped Johnny carry the body to the car. He got 2 years for accessory. Yes, claimed he was under duress.
Where is he now?
God knows.
What happened to the wife?
No idea.
Any children?
No, they were only married 5 minutes.
Johnny wanted Sartorius alive, not dead.
Are you serious back there? You really think that someone did that fortune teller in?
Oh, yes. I do.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
2 big ones we agreed. 20s and 10s, yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, I got the papers. No, they weren't in his luggage. He tried to be clever, but, I got lucky. Oh, yeah, I've had a look through them. And I can see why you want them. Well, that doesn't mean a damn thing, because I've got them. So, I'm revising the price. 3 grand. Got it? I'll be waiting.
Oh, there's just one other thing.
Yeah?
Well, it may be just a rumor, see? Or a mere apocrypha.
All right.
Well, there's a whisper going around that Eddie had 200,000 quid, or pounds that is, stashed away in his place the night he was killed. It was never found.
Did it belong to Eddie?
No, not really. It was supposed to be money he was due to pay some continental firm for blue films and dirty books. Dutchmen they were, actually.
Did Johnny take it?
Oh, no, it's too stupid. Anyway, he wouldn't have lasted long in prison if he'd really taken it away.
Did Finch know about this rumor?
He must have done. He was a police witness at the trial.
Oh, bloody hell. Too late, sir. What, with Ali's coat? Check the bathroom. Don't bother. Thanks very much, Sergeant. Well, how is she?
Fine, sir. She wanted to look round the Hayward Gallery. I hung on here in case you were early.
Well, thank you very much. You've been most kind.
Is there anything else?
Oh, no. We've taken up enough of your time as it is, especially on the weekend.
I've got something for you.
Oh?
Your wife asked me to give you these, sir.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Well.
Oh. All right.
Goodbye, sir.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Good luck with your inquiry.
Thank you very much.
I think you'll find your wife up there.
Up there?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. All right.
It takes some.
Yeah. How are you?
All right.
Really? Oh, huh. Hold on. All right.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah. Well, how are you?
Exhausted from the shopping. Well, that girl was very helpful.
Yes. Yes, she helped me do all these.
Clearly you weren't going to have very much time off, so I thought I'd buy a few things for you.
Yeah. Touché. Well, how was the Haywood Gallery?
Oh, interesting. And how was your post-mortem?
Very interesting.
Oh, it obviously wasn't too grueling, so perhaps you could take me out to dinner.
Huh?
I believe there's a very nice little hotel just over there.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm.
Well, yes, I think there is cause for a modest celebration. Which is quicker, ferry boat or taxi?
Oh, darling, they don't have ferry boats here.
Huh, really? How very stupid of them. Come on.
So, Sartorius was murdered?
Massive damage to the carotid sinus and vagus nerve.
You mean his neck?
Yes, the pathologist's putting his money on a karate blow.
How?
During the fracas around that horrendous nun.
Garvin?
Yes, who else?
Well, what's happening about him?
Out of my hands. A murder squad detective chief superintendent.
What's that?
I don't know. Sort of poor man's commissaris.
Wait a bit. Give Bert a chance to get round the back.
All right.
Are you being honest with me? Stay there, I'll get it.
Please, miss.
Just a minute. Look, you can't come barging in here like this.
Forget it, son. We've covered the back.
Now, what is this?
Sorry, miss. Detective Chief Superintendent Wainwright, Murder Squad.
Oh, leave off.
I'm conducting inquiries into the death of Francis Xavier Garvin. I should like you to accompany me to West Eden Police Station in order that you might assist me in these inquiries.
I don't know any Garvin.
He was found dead with knife wounds at the Heathrow Hotel, London Airport, just before noon today.
Mr. Palmer's been with me all day, Superintendent.
Actually, I've never heard of a Garvin.
Francis Garvin was wanted for questioning by the Dutch authorities in connection with an accident on board a KLM aircraft earlier this morning.
Sartorius?
Precisely, miss. Miss Sanger, isn't it? Come on, Palmer. I don't have to remind you that you're on parole. The car's outside.
I'll take him in my car.
We'd prefer ours.
I'll take mine anyway.
That's your privilege, miss. Right, lad.
It's that Dutch copper. He's done us up.
Has he locked Palmer up at the station? Yeah, put it this way. He's in the cells. When did he talk to Finch? Last night.
Yeah, 31288. The telephone number is 999.
An architectural gem.
Wainwright's worn out his welcome at all, ever, Nick, sir.
But let him go, Governor. I know, but he is a convicted murderer. Yes, but he was in the hotel that very morning. Well, no one saw him leave.
The Dutch fellow will give you chapter and verse. I see, sir. Yes, sir. Bloody hell. They're all bottling up there now, every man jack of them. No wonder the country's going down the pan. Morning, Van Walk.
Trouble?
Yeah. When your own commander comes on the blower to tell you you've got to let go a known villain who's a murderer to boot?
Palmer?
Yeah.
Ah, I got some of these from the vet for our dog.
Do you mind?
Oh, sorry, Gov.
It was that bloody Sanger woman. Know what she did? Only laid in wait for the Assistant Commissioner of Crime this morning. Threatened him with the tabloids.
There's nothing sacred.
Look, why would Palmer want Garvin dead?
Garvin could have known about the cash Johnny took from Eddie. Garvin could even have been minding it for him. Got a bit extravagant with it, and Johnny decided to teach him a lesson. Or have him taught a lesson.
But I thought that money story was apocryphal.
Do what?
Unproven legend.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, I always had a hunch there was something in it. I mean, it was the strongest motive.
What about Maisie?
That was blown up out of all proportion by the press. Which reminds me, better let Palmer out for the time being.
Have you seen the autopsy report on Sartorius, Mr. Wainwright?
Yeah. Karate blow, wasn't it?
Yes. Now, has the pathologist come back about Garvin yet?
No, and he won't. Not until tomorrow. That lazy bastard spends every Sunday on the golf course.
Oh.
Still, not much doubt about the cause of death, is there? Only had a bloody great knife sticking out of him.
Quite. And if the fingers on his right hand are bruised, he could be the cause of Sartorius's death. What about this Sanger woman? I mean, where was she when Garvin was killed?
In the car park, waiting for Palmer.
Who was?
In the gents.
Could he have made it to Garvin's room?
To be honest, it's unlikely.
So that leaves Finch.
Stone bonker alibi.
Oh?
He was in a minicab at the time. Timed receipt from the cab company. The driver identified him, and I'll always take an ex-copper's word over against any thief's.
Come on, Sergeant. I want to have another word with Finch.
Not about my murder, I hope, mister.
No, about mine.
Not at home. Oh, pity.
Why do you suppose he's working for Millie Sanger?
Well, like he said, money. He always was a greedy sod.
Yeah. All right, let's come back after lunch.
Well.
I'm not lunching downstairs on my own.
I see. My God.
And how's your murder going?
Oh, it goes.
At least it made page 3.
Yes, that's Miss Sanger's doing.
You know, I've been thinking,
Oh, yeah?
perhaps Sartorius wasn't supposed to be murdered. Perhaps Garvin murdered the wrong man, and because he'd killed the wrong man, he himself had to be killed.
Possible, but not probable, darling. I mean, why was Sartorius's bag broken into?
Well, perhaps it was left around in the general confusion and somebody picked it up.
What do you mean, a casual thief?
Why not?
Sartorius's papers would mean nothing to a casual thief. Casual thief would just steal the bag, throw the papers away.
Were they in English?
Yeah. That was Millie Sanger's special request. Actually, I found a card in his wallet.
The Alpha Typing and Translation Bureau?
Yeah, that's the Maastricht address.
They would have had copies.
Hmm?
Well, any commercial bureau would make carbon copies of any work that they undertook.
You're a genius. But wouldn't they have given all the carbon copies to Sartorius?
He could have filed them away at home.
It's worth a try. Yes, Amsterdam number, please. 666666. It's urgent.
Oh. Miss Sumner? Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, but we thought you'd like to know. A copy of Sartorius' notes on the Palmer case have been found in Maastricht. The Dutch police are going to telex them to us. Yes, in about an hour. Oh, don't bother. We'll send a car. Oh, by all means, bring Johnny. No, we'll ring Finch, don't worry.
You mean to tell me that I've got to put my trust in a dead fortune teller?
Just for about an hour, that's all.
Delta 1, 30 minutes from now. Over.
Delta 1 to control. Roger. Over and out.
Right, now do Finch.
Do you use these fortune teller fellas a lot in your place?
Hmm? No, never.
No, he tells me. I wouldn't mind. But he's not even a live fortune teller.
Oh, got a cross lane. Huh.
Wait till the papers get hold of this. Don't let that Sanger woman anywhere near me. Got it? Right. Do you know the press here, Mr. Walk?
Oh, hello, Dave. This is Taff Lloyd. News on that other business, boyo?
Delta 2 in position. Surveillance on Finch's flat.
Delta 2 to control.
Telex from Holland, sir. All right.
Delta 2 in position. Over and out.
Delta 1, check.
Roger, Delta 1.
That's two of them off the hook.
Let's hope Finch does something. Otherwise...
He'll do something. He'll do something.
I thought the fortune teller was dead.
All back with Steve. 88 over. Receiving over.
Finch has had over an hour. This farce has gone on long enough. Delta 2, go and get him. Off.
Roger, out.
Okay. So we've arrested an innocent man. What do we do now? Shoot him?
Suspect not at home. Repeat. Suspect not at home. Off.
No sign?
No, Skip. His car's still there. The Lancia. We checked it with the computer.
I suppose these are the only exits, are they?
Yes, sir.
Any cabs called?
Well, nothing. Except one woman who left the next entrance about 20 minutes ago.
What was she like? Pretty?
No, she was a real scrubber. Blonde barnet and big feet.
Where was the car parked?
Behind Chummies. Oh, she was a big girl. Knocked her head getting in. She must have been about 6 foot tall.
When I was young and Dave Finch was new on the job, a probational PC without a pimple on him, his party piece was a drag act. Used to dress up as a bird, you know. Strictly for laughs, mind you.
I did get a number.
Oscar 36, suspect Finch under observation. MP, Oscar 36, received on. Oscar Oscar 36, MP. Suspect walls the 1100 evaded observation. Oh.
I think the chubby bastard's on it away, sir.
He goes on here about a tall woman in danger. She is looking for a house near a park. The name of the park is surprisingly familiar to me.
Holland Park.
Come on, Tabby, it's no time for jokes.
That's no joke, sir. It's a mile down the road.
Well, let's go there, then. He goes on about an ugly face grinning down.
Where is he?
What the bloody hell's going on?
They know. Sartorius and the papers. These'll lead the police straight to you and me.
But you've got the papers.
Sartorius had copies made. An old mucker on the job told me on the QT. If you think I'm going inside...
Shut the door. Now calm down. Nobody's going inside.
I got 20 grand for fitting up Johnny. It seemed like big bread at the time. But that didn't include murder.
So, what are you suggesting?
I want out. And I want something to take with me.
I'll see. This something. How much had you in mind?
$20 grand. You can afford it.
I warned you. 7 years ago, I warned you there'd be no second bite of the cherry. Now, you want to double your take. That's greedy.
There it is, Guff.
Police! In there. Police!
Are you by any chance Eddie Palmer?
Too bloody right he is.
A tall woman goes to the house. An evil face grins down. And then I do not see the woman anymore.
That's when he took his wig off.
I see a man in danger.
Yes, he saw his own death once he was on the plane.
It's incredible.
Well, anyway, it cleared Johnny Palmer.
And I presume still gave Millie Sanger some kind of story.
It seems that we're the only ones with something to complain about. A little matter of a lost weekend.
Oh, I don't know. Mr. Wainwright will never be quite the same again.
We're going to give him some crystal balls for Christmas.
Should improve his performance no end.
Ah, well.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Taffy?
Hi, sir.
Thanks.